Now, who's the dummy?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Houses of Terror podcast. I'm Sean House.
And I'm Christian House, and we're opening up the door to all things horror.
Heck yeah, we are. All right. So, what do we got this week, Christian?
We are doing Dead Silence.
Dead Silence, 2007. I think it's in James Wan's second movie, I believe. Without double checking.
This is gonna be you, boys, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, Chris picked this movie. Chris, give me some background. Why'd you pick the movie?
I picked the movie because I was in foster care when I first watched this movie, and it brought some memories. I was 15 years old. Back then, didn't like the movie. I thought it was terrible. But watching it again for the second time, got a little more understanding of the background of it and the way the movie is, and it improved a little bit on my list. Improved a little bit on my opinion.
Okay. That's a hot take in my opinion right off the bat. It's fine. Okay, so maybe we start with a little bit of our spoiler free. So obviously you said you watched the movie.
Yeah.
I also watched the movie. I think I probably watched it at the same time because you were in foster care when I started college and I watched it my freshman year on summer break. I remember watching it and almost falling asleep and thinking, wow, this is a bad movie. I watched it again recently with you in person and I wasn't falling asleep this time, but I was thinking to
Our
myself,
friend did. Our friend tried.
I don't even know if he tried. I think he did. Yeah. Anyway, regardless, yeah. Still standing by not a good movie.
I'm saying not a bad movie, but also not a good movie. I still stand on business about it not being a good movie.
Ooh, okay. All right. Well, let's start getting some talking about it. All right. So I'll just start my rating because I called you on the spot. I rated this movie a 3 out of 10. I think I was deciding between you. I think we talked about it a little bit after. I almost gave it a 3.5, but I decided that I just couldn't do it. I had to keep it at 3 because saying that it's a 4 sounds like almost what you're saying. It's not the best movie, but it's an okay movie. And I don't want to give it that credit. I'm keeping bad movie. So I was like 3, I think is like, hey, you're almost there. You almost made a good movie, but you didn't, and I think that's a fair assessment for this movie for me.
I didn't mind a 4. Not halfway. I definitely give it a 5 or a 4.5, but no, I just gave it a 4. I was debating it. If this was the first time I watched it, I would have gave it a 2 because of how boring and how I was 15 at the time. I was still watching scary movies, but this time of being 15, I didn't see any outcome of the movie and didn't understand the lore until now.
Didn't understand the lore. I love it. It's interesting because we also decided we're rating lore and stuff, the story itself, like kind of like the mythos of it. And I got to say, even with it, I want to say this right now before we even start the review. This movie feels like it's 80% lore. I feel like every scene they go into, they start talking about another factor into this person's life. And I gotta say, even with all that, it's still a 1 for me. I hate the story of this movie. It's such a I don't know. I think if they did something with a misunderstanding, obviously we'll get into that more later. I don't know. It wasn't for me, not even a little bit.
I did mine a 3.
3?
Yeah, 3. So now I understand. Like I said before, I understand it now and why it all happened and the rules and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give it a little higher. I'm gonna give it a 3.
All right, that's fair. And also, just to also throw it out there for our cheat sheet, our scare level. Would you give that?
I gave it a 3.
Gave it a 3. Okay.
I gave it a 3. There was some creepy scenes in it, more of a scary scene inside of it.
Yeah, I want to say this right now, just by going off what I heard from you. You got 3 lore, 3 scares, but at a 4 rating, and you're going to argue decent movie. I don't know.
I'm going to debate it.
I'm interested to hear from it when we actually get there. I gave it a 2. I actually averaged it. I looked at my scares for each scene I judged, and my highest was a 3, but most of the time it was about a 1 or a 2. I gave it a 2 overall. I think that was fair. I don't get scared easily. I feel like there were potential scary moments. They just ruined it,
Yeah.
But we'll obviously discuss that more too. Like with the hands, when her hands come in, I feel like it's starting out creepy. It's got everything it needs, and then it just kind of drops the ball.
Yeah, like they give up on it too soon.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah. This is definitely it's funny because you also picked Conjuring, which is also a James Wan movie.
Yeah.
And as mentioned before, it's like this is the movie after Saw. And it's so interesting because Saw is awesome. I really like Saw. And some people don't, but I think it always remains interesting, at least up until near the very end. but this movie is not it at all. They kept the blue filter. I will tell you that they kept the blue filter. But yeah, that wasn't for me. I think another thing I argued, kind of thing. This felt like Annabelle before it was Annabelle.
Yeah.
Like I said before, like it felt very. And if you compare it with Annabelle, it has like the demon holding Annabelle in the first movie and everything like that. And then it's like this one is very like her holding the Billy puppet and stuff. So it feels so parallel with Annabelle's style. It felt like a test run, almost like when they made Conjuring, they did the Annabelle as like, yeah, this is a Dead Silence movie.
Yeah,
that's on
steroids.
Yeah, I don't know. Regardless, not for me, which is fair. I'm interested to hear what you got to say about it for
I don't
sure.
understand is Saw is like the first Saw that he's ever made was a masterpiece in my opinion. It was a really good movie. And then the second movie dropped down to like, getting like, what was it? Like a 20 something on Rotten Tomato.
Yeah, crazy. I don't think Saw was like really too highly made enough to be successful. And its budget
made a
was
franchise out of it.
His budget was so low when they started that movie, though, that it almost was impossible not to make a profit. So it was so low, but it's highly successful. And James Wan, as I mentioned it last in the Conjuring episode, I mentioned it. Like he's a banger after banger. He makes so many good movies. So it's so interesting that this is just such a miss for me. I was dreading this movie because you mentioned it before when we were already talking about what we were going to pick for movies. Because obviously, once again, we weren't expecting any kind of comments or anything in the beginning.
He was very disgusted. I chose.
I wouldn't say disgusted. I'm not going to say disgusted. More. I explicitly said that we have to do bad movies too. That's okay.
We have to do bad movies.
Otherwise, it'd just be us glazing.
Movies.
And what's the point of that? What's the point of glazing good movies when we could talk about bad ones too? All right. Well, all right. So yeah, that's what we think. While we do phobias, I put dolls. Which is what's there? I think I have it written down here. Yeah. Pediophobia. I think it's how you say it. Yeah, I put that one. Maybe a little bit of body because there's some stuff with tongues, but I don't think
100% blood in the movie.
Yeah, even the unrated one though, I felt wasn't like
too
super bad. So I would hardly. If you're watching a horror movie, you're probably expecting a little blood, and I feel like this wouldn't break the threshold.
No.
So I wouldn't even argue necessarily fully body horror. But definitely dolls,
Definitely
because
100%.
Because that's what the movie is. So if you're afraid of creepy
clowns, by the way, clowns.
Oh, they're the clown doll.
People are terrified of clowns, and there is
that's
clown
there.
dolls, so.
There's a clown doll. And if you're afraid of clowns and dolls, boy, we got a scene for you.
Yeah.
But only the first part of the scene, because the rest of the scene is absolute hot garbage. But the beginning of the scene,
that scene's pretty good.
It's not pretty good.
Let's do it.
All right. I sounds like he wants to tell me what's up here, and I'm gonna open the floor to him to convince me. That's our spoiler-free version. Is he ready to hop in?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Where it first starts out with some old lady making some book dolls, making some dolls that look like Smiley from Goosebumps.
Does it start?
Yep, the opening credit scene.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Making up the dolls. Yep. She's making Smiley. I call him Smiley the whole time until I figured out his name was Billy.
Yeah.
It's a replica, pretty much.
Smiley.
Pretty much the same exact doll from Goosebumps. Slappy, sorry.
Yeah.
Slappy. They pretty much like copied and pasted with him. It's really.
I think I'm gonna say, I think we were watching with a friend, Jared, and he brought up Slappy, and I already thought that, and I couldn't remember the Goosebumps name, like the doll, and he said it, and I immediately was like, yes, 100% yes, that's what it is. It's so ridiculous.
And my favorite part of the whole movie, and I'm not lying, is the music. The music is my favorite part.
Yeah, does it start with the music? I can't remember.
Yeah, it starts with the music.
It is a really good soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I won't say it.
They definitely have better than Saws, but it does definitely have a good.
Yeah, so my favorite soundtracks definitely include top three. They include Saw and Exorcist. And this one definitely shot right up. I watched it. I was like, hey, if I have one redeeming quality from this movie, it's the soundtrack. It's a banger soundtrack. Good for them.
Yeah,
good for them.
Perfect. And then it cuts to a man fixing his pipes in the sink, and his wife comes over, and gives her a kiss and pulls him closer to her and stuff. And we realize that they're married, or at least they were dating. And then a random knock on the door. They open the door. They don't see anybody,
Dun dun dun.
but besides a box. Oh, that's a big box.
It's extremely
big.
big.
It's the biggest
It's
box.
like when you watch Chucky and they're like, "Oh, there's a package for you," and they'll deliver it, and it's like a size,
It's like this big. Like,
size of a child's coffin.
yeah,
And
seriously.
it's like it could be anything. Yes.
It should be a brand new car.
Look at it's the Chucky doll, the good guy doll. There he
He
is.
opens it up and he sees Slappy,
Oh, yeah.
sitting there, and then they set him aside and they're debating about, takeout. They're like, oh, what do you want for takeout?
Yeah. Do they even comment on him? Let's go with
They asked where he came from.
Yeah, no return address or anything, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Surrender to takeout.
Yep.
That's what she says. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I put music decent right in the beginning, so yeah, it definitely came in quick.
And then, then they start, doing relationship stuff like kissing and stuff. And then he leaves, goes to, they got Chinese.
Yeah.
And while that's happening, his girlfriend / wife is
His
alone
wife.
in the house, with the doll. You can see the doll start moving, the lights go out. And the interesting, which I don't like about it, was every time that the doll attacked, everything went quiet. Like all the sound
Time slow.
and time slowed down.
I want to put this out right now. What is the time slow thing? Because I was watching this and I was thinking, okay, and then they never really explained that part of the power at all. Like, I understand the premise about like he scares you, and if he's dead silence, if you make sound, you're killed.
Yeah.
What is this slow time thing? Middle of the clock is like,
Or here's
I don't understand. Like, I understand the silent part.
Yeah.
He's making everything quiet. Everything's got to be quiet right now because like it's gonna be a jump scare. He's gonna scare you, so he's got to make everything else quiet so you get that like scare.
But then
But this time,
slowing.
I have no idea. Oh, also, this isn't the scene where she starts checking out her.
No, this is the one where she's just out in the kitchen and everything goes silent and she sees like the pot boiling and the water's coming out, and then she turns around and goes into the room.
Okay, I thought they should have.
Oh no, yeah, she did put the
There's a pillow in the shirt,
belly.
which is important for later.
Yeah.
Also, her name is Lisa.
Lisa. Okay,
Yeah, her name is
Lisa.
Lisa. I did put it
Okay.
in the notes. Trying to get better because you usually call out names, and I'm like, that's fair. I should know names too.
Yeah.
Or at least joke names instead of just saying
Yeah.
that person. Joke name for Lisa because, spoiler, she's not long for this world. And the dude's name is what? Jamie.
Jamie, yeah.
Jamie.
I remember that because of The Exorcist. The dude named never mind, he's different. I thought it was Jamie the whole time. Listen to me.
Interesting. Yeah, I remember Jamie because obviously he's the main character, and he has like a weird, probably like he's very early 2000s TV show, like male TV show character. He's
Yeah.
you can clearly tell like got him from like True Blood or something. I think he might actually be from True Blood. Every
Why are you doing that? I'm gonna carry on. Okay. Then she goes into the room and the doll's covered up.
It's True Blood.
She what?
It's out of the dark. It's True Blood. Go
And
ahead.
then she opens up the doll and makes sure he's comfortable, and then that's when the time starts slowing down, and everything goes silent. And then she starts checking her stomach with the pillow, and then next thing you know, she's checking out the doll, and she goes.
Yeah.
I think then she screams or something, or like something happens where she sees something and she screams. And
Yeah, I don't remember what. So she approaches the doll.
the death was on the death.
Where the
was
sheet
scene.
flings,
Oh yeah, the sheet flings,
and it
and
makes her scream because
then
the
she
sheet-
gets hit back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see, he's going to the doll, it's put her out of the sheet, and then when it flips at her.
Yeah.
And then
she screams, and
Yep,
then,
and
boom,
then,
dead.
of course, that's the end of her. So then the guy comes back, right?
Yeah, the guy comes
And he's
back.
coming back, and then he hears the voice, and I don't think they do this again. They do it
They do it
before,
after
yeah.
with
They have the coroner.
Harold.
Yeah, Harold, and
Harold.
it's like they do it with his wife. I think his wife
Yeah.
is the person to do it with.
Yeah. But anyways, we get to the point where we find the cop comes, investigates, and goes, "Yep,
Oh, well, why don't we? Because you get the reveal. He gets in there, and because he's like literally creepy the whole time. He does a creepy voice the whole time. And
Yeah.
she goes in, and then they find a body, or whatever, don't they? They find her in there
yeah." She finds in her mouth,
in like a death pose.
Yeah,
and
and her mouth is like
bloody.
slung open, and her tongue is missing.
Yeah, I think they reveal the tongue's missing later, or they might show it in the scene. I can't remember.
Yeah, they show it in the
Regardless-
scene. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, regardless, yeah, they find a body, but it's a really creepy voice, and we were joking about how, okay, you're just gonna go into, like, it's clearly so creepy.
You're clearly calling out your wife's name and she's not coming to you,
Yeah,
and you're
it's
going to
like-
go to her type thing.
Yeah, we smash cut to the police station with a. It's also, by the way, fun fact, this is one of the Wahlberg brothers, and there's the one from Saw. So
That's the detective, isn't it?
yeah, the detective from Saw, from number 2. The one that
Yeah, I
has the
brought it
son,
to your
the son,
attention.
what is it? Your son's in a safe place. And he's literally in the safe behind him.
But the cop is, no, I'm not taking, he's pretty much saying you did it, but I don't have proof that you did
Yeah,
it. But
he's
you're the
like-
one, you filled her last, you saw her last, you have no alibi, don't leave town.
And he's like, no, from my hometown, there's a story of a doll maker. And he starts talking about the story. He's just, what are you talking about? Like, you're going to try to tell me there's a story from your hometown about a doll. And now it's like the funniest. Like, he definitely does not.
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute. The story of the doll. And the cop is like,
A little exposition dump in my notes. We started talking because I want to remind you guys, this is before every scene is an exposition dump because it happens every scene you go into. Someone's got something else to say about I can say her name now.
Mary Shaw.
Mary Shaw, yeah. So everyone always has something to say about Mary Shaw. Every single scene, it's always an exposition dump.
I
Anyway,
absolutely love the character and the player design of Mary Shaw. Just letting you know that she is 10 out of 10 out of my book Club Ghosts.
fair enough. Each his own. She definitely, like Pazuzu, she definitely fucks with people.
She
Like,
fucks with people.
That's always fun, but yeah. Yeah.
For some reason, after the cop, he shows right back at his house and takes the doll.
He
from
just-
that investigation room.
He just goes in. There's tape. The cop literally says, "We are suspecting you. Like you are our number one suspect." The man literally goes back to the house,
Grabs the doll.
starts grabbing evidence of like the doll, for instance, that he just said, "Oh, you understand? It could have been the doll that did it."
Yeah.
He's gonna grab the doll. What are you doing?
He pulls back the red thing on the box. He realizes where it's from.
Yeah.
Wait, rips it open and he goes there.
It's all part of the exposition, sure, but I'm like, what are you doing?
Clearly.
You are going to jail.
You're not going to jail all the time.
Yeah. So yeah, he walks in, rips the box, sees the Mary Shaw. And I put my note at this point, fuck the blue filter. Because this is maybe 10 minutes in the movie, and I already could tell this blue filter is going nowhere.
Oh my god, the blue filter is the only thing I can really agree with you on with that.
Blue
100%.
filter might have lowered this movie a solid like 2 intervals. I might have possibly argued maybe argued a 4 if I didn't have to watch the blue like filter the entire time.
movie.
Oh my
So
god.
it's in the water and it was still blue.
It was so exhausting.
Saw did it, so every movie has to have it now.
I think legitimately they used it for Saw, and they it worked. And it's
They're like, oh, we can do it with that silence.
let me tell you this, James Wan, the person who's never going to see this podcast ever. That was a really bad take.
That was a really bad one, yeah.
Yeah, because the blue filter worked for Saw because it was a creepy bathroom, and they switched to a different like green for when there was with different people or
Yeah.
different with flashbacks.
Or was it just straight up all
It
blue?
wasn't just blue the whole time. This movie is blue the entire time except for his hot red car that's like driving. Oh my god, man! Yeah. So fuck the blue filter. I never got over it, and I apologize for that. I'm rating the movie for myself, so
Yeah.
I have my fair judgments there.
But then he goes straight to his dad's house.
Yeah, it's time to going home.
The blue screen
Blue
is
filter the whole time. Looks like we're about to enter like a Nickelback music video or something. I don't know.
and the
He
red
actually uses a
tone.
lot of like golds, like golden browns type energy. Anyway, that's
You see this red screen, the blue screen with the red car,
yeah, he's driving down
extra
streets.
long.
And by the way, his hometown, every single place is boarded up. And I will let you know right now, you think, okay, he's going to his hometown and he's investigating like a mythos behind his town. We meet 3 people in the entire town.
Yeah.
Never even like someone just walking down the street. We never see another person in
It's an
this town.
abandoned town with only like 4 people in there. And I don't even know
Yeah,
how
I'm
that's
like,
even
what is this
functional.
town? And it's like there's a funeral home place that's like other curators like when we run into, but like who's dying, man? There's no one like just keep making yeah. I don't know. It's so crazy to me. I know it's about to be budgeting, but it's like you couldn't get extra to walk down the street, man.
Yeah, like
know.
a couple of your friends.
And the whole thing where like you're driving by, everything's boarded up. Like just have stuff walk street.
Yeah,
Show me this
a homeless man or something like that. Like it's
homeless guy. Yeah, why
if
not?
it's boarded up and truly saying out of order you can't go in it, you can at least have a homeless man sitting there.
Why not? Yeah. So yeah, we get introduced to Will Hubbard. He gets at home, meets Ella,
And
the new stepmom that he
Stepmom.
didn't know he had, and she hugged him, and then it was just like hugs him before he even knows who he is.
yeah, so it's,
Before introducing, so Jamie says his name, and she just hugs. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm your stepmom." It's like, okay, lady.
why'd you do this before?
Maybe if he was like a 10-year-old, but like a grown ass man, it would
Like,
just have
clearly in his 20s.
Yeah.
Like, he's 25, 26.
yeah. Yeah. Then this is where we get the whole he obviously hates his dad.
Yeah.
I've had several moms. He tried to kill him or something.
Yeah.
It was like that kind of
He's
thing.
like, your
He's
next payment
terrible
will be the one
dad.
that's off
You're
the wall.
he's a terrible dad. He's a terrible husband. He's gonna wrong you. Well, yeah. So we go in, and then I think she says dad's changed,
Yeah.
which is definitely heavy-handed. He's like, dad's changed. Speaking about the ending, of course.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get there. So we recite the poem. I'll probably put that into the clip. We recite the poem, and it's like this, like
Love the poem. I love the
they have a whole thing for it. It's fun. I do the fact that they have a poem at least. They have something. But
At least a little backup there, like to show a little sight of like
Yeah,
what's going on. Type
it's
thing.
kind of cute. It rhymes. Yay. Yeah, we see. Do we see the dad at this point?
Yes, we see
Okay, so
that.
dad's
He's,
singing
he's flipping out. Oh, you drove me away from home. Like you're the reason why I left. I think.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, I've changed." And
Yeah.
he's
Jane.
like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And then it cuts down to like him running out the door, but you can see like the portraits of the ex-wives that is like clearly you can see that there's someone in the picture, but was taken out.
Yeah.
So like the dad was sitting next to someone that was eventually taken out of the picture.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you'll be the next one gone," and like he flees.
Yeah. Please.
He flees.
He runs around like an angsty teen.
That's how he acted.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And I guess he just goes straight to the funeral home. I don't know if they have a connection. I don't.
because they wanted to get the body. He's
Oh,
do you wanna
yeah, the
grab-
wife's being
Yeah,
shipped
he's like,
there.
he's like, I'm getting your wife tomorrow to the
Well,
body.
Why is the wife being sent there?
Hometown. Like, I think that was a hometown that was where
Well, like if it's, I don't know.
the parents clearly aren't there. There's no one in that town.
So when his parents,
We don't
they would have a scene with the parents.
Yeah.
Doesn't he go to the funeral?
Yeah, he goes to
to
funeral with a bunch of people.
I don't remember seeing like anyone there of note. You think
No, because I know he was there. A few people were there. I remember there's a few people, and
yeah,
then the guy, the autopsy guy, he's there, and he's like,
or yeah,
and his wife is there.
yeah.
And
I don't
then
know
I
why-
think there's a couple other like people, like ladies with like black hair and stuff, but you don't get a close look at it though. You know?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to piece it together a little bit. I'm just like, what is this town?
Yeah.
What is this town? So they met there. I got the vibe that he left town and then met her somewhere. And it's like, otherwise, they got introduced to a doll. You think both of them being from the hometown, well, there's like a doll,
But they don't know what the doll is.
like a whole backstory, literally a poem designated to the
yeah,
doll.
but he remembers.
You think that both, he remembers if both of them would be like, this is weird. We know about her hometown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They never bring it spell. You know,
Oh, and then the random doll shows up that
a
they know.
serious gift. It's not even like, oh, we found this in the attic. You know,
You know,
it's like literally delivered to their house.
knock on the door, and they open it, and there's the doll type thing.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you're getting very far convincing me so far. Because just thinking about it more, it just kind of makes me angrier. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what is this plot? You know, like it just relies on him forgetting about the doll poem that he recites perfectly later until his wife is killed, and then he just remembers, oh yeah, we have like a thing about dolls in our hometown that apparently
Yeah,
both of
that-
them grew up
They
in.
could have easily done at the beginning of at least like a little intro of the doll before they die.
Just any reaction to the doll other than, well, this is weird.
Yeah.
See if I don't know. I just,
Where's this from?
like it is even like, where is this from? I feel like they're kind of just like, oh, this is weird. Okay. Oh, I suppose. Anyway, we're on track.
We're going back. He's with the Henry, and he's getting
Henry,
he's getting a casket.
Henry's
shop.
wife.
He's
Do you have Henry's wife?
Henry's wife is.
I don't think I have it. Sorry.
I believe I do. I just gotta.
They mentioned it in passing for sure. Well, anyway, we'll just keep talking and then Miriam. Miriam.
Yeah.
They're going on. There's a dog.
It should have just done that. That would have been funny.
Yeah. We should have made them here's this.
They go to the, he's going casket shopping. He's buying a casket for him.
I feel like they just walk in and it's just we just get the dump of this information again. Because he shows in the body. Although he just says the body's showing up.
Henry's wife freaks out when he sees Jamie.
Yeah.
When he sees Jamie, she starts freaking out and going berserk, and she like runs and hides.
Yeah, but it's like a setup. She's like clearly like senile or something. Yeah, and she just runs off because that's like a thing.
Yeah.
Then we cut to his room, I guess, unless you have more to say about that. Because we go to his room, it's like the light blinking.
Oh my
god! Or it's like just like a light in his hotel.
Red.
Yeah, it's just a red blink, blink, blink. The time starts slowing down again or something.
Yeah.
Once again, I feel like this drops halfway through the movie too. I don't think they show the time slowing down later. I think they
only show it twice.
I think they do it like the first half of the movie. They're like, why are we doing this? Okay, then they just
They gave up halfway through the movie about that.
They're like, no, cut today working. The plot line we want to go.
They look at the blue screen and be like, that's fine.
Yeah, they haven't proposed. They're like, this needs a little more blue. Believe it or not. Yeah, so light, no blue screen,
It's still blue screen.
but light blinking in, and it's red light.
And then they get the time slows down, and
Yeah.
Saul starts moving, looking at him, and he wakes up.
Yeah, no, because it's the room too. This is kind of creepy. Yeah, I put creepy lady
Not the
hotel.
million.
This is a 3 for me because this is the scene where she's in the chair, right?
Yeah.
It's like they show him slapping in the bed or something, right?
No, he's in the chair. He's in the chair looking out the window.
Okay, yeah, and then the
Like,
head turns slowly,
Yeah.
and then he does something. Yeah, and she's there, and it's
wakes
like
up and-
she starts turning.
Yeah, but then she's just sitting there, and she's in the curtain, and she's like sitting there, like staring at him.
Yeah.
Lunge, and
Mhm.
he screams.
Doesn't scream.
He knows the rules.
I don't know how he knows the rules, but because it's one of these things they have to automatically know the rules. Because if you don't automatically know the rules, you're screwed. Because the first time you
The
scream,
rule is in the poem.
okay, but the poem didn't save the other person from the hometown, so I thought maybe
The poem said in it, and I quote: "If you scream, or if you see her, don't scream."
to the poem.
Yeah, it is.
No, I'll put it in there a second time if you're right. Yeah,
That was good. That's good. My rating to go up.
Yeah. So anyway,
I have the screen. I wrote it down actually.
okay,
Yeah.
it's cool. Maybe we'll recite it later.
Yeah,
for
we
fun.
don't. I won't worry about it right now.
Unless you just want to, in that case.
I love it, but I'd rather have you guys listen to it.
Yeah, I'll put it in. Yeah, so he just doesn't scream. Okay, cool, whatever. I'm already kind of checked out at this point a little bit. I'm trying to come back in. I'm already a little, and it's like that's what I'm saying. I can't reasonably argue if I'm already checking out.
Honestly, I get intrigued by the end of it. I drop, and then one of those scenes that happen that catch my attention more than the rest. But
Yeah. So he didn't scream like you said. Then we're back to we'll go back to the funeral home for just then. Because it's that's with the old ladies and his wife, Miriam. Miriam is under the porch. That's the setup for later.
Yeah.
Because he's like, where? Hey, Miriam, get out of there. And he goes in this crawl space and she's just down there being creepy.
He sees the body finally.
Yep.
He
Yep.
gets
The body shows
and
up.
his wife sees it and goes berserk.
Yep. I put picture jump scare. I don't know what that means.
Oh, you took a picture of her mouth and it like flashed it real fast, maybe.
Oh, yes.
That's when you see the
Yes.
actual image of her.
Yes, they showed them out. Okay, I put quote because I put in the actual scares on our cheat sheets. I was like, this can't be just me joking like the
Yeah.
mouse trap and stuff. It's gotta be real. Yeah, I put that 1 out of 10 just in case you want to know. Didn't read it.
You're not gonna read it.
Yeah, I tried to keep track. Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, they showed the mouth being creepy. That's one of the more graphic like scenes.
Yeah,
Once
that's
again,
the-
I don't think it's bad enough to.
Oh hell no! I've seen a lot worse. Than
Yeah. So then we get that. We're at the funeral. I put funeral times. There we are.
The funeral was.
And then there's a bunch of old ladies or something, or whatever.
There's a bunch of
people.
I think, like family members or something. Then he sees in the background an old lady going to a grave, well, walking in the woods.
Yeah, and then we get like the grave reveal.
Yeah, like he wipes it and it says Mary Shaw.
Yeah.
And then the scares him. Yeah, it scares him.
Okay, yeah.
He comes from behind and is like,
Oh, don't do that to me.
don't scream. Don't say your name. Don't say your name.
Don't scream, please.
And she's like, what's going on type thing. And Henry comes up and he's like, hey, let's get back. Come on, we got to leave type thing. And he's like, what's going on type thing. He's trying to figure it out. And then I think it goes to the...
Yeah, did they show the empty grave yet for the Billy, or is that later?
No, he sees it.
Now,
He sees it
right?
now.
And he's like, oh,
But then his first intent
is to bring it back, to
Yeah.
bury it. That's right.
He's like, his first intention is like, oh, might as well bury it, you know?
Yeah, because all the logic is they have to be buried with all of them. I think
Yeah.
that must be in the poem too.
Yeah.
Although, because like he hasn't been told that
The
yet.
poem is awesome.
Poem's got it all. I honestly, viewers, that listen
You
to the
didn't write
poem.
down the poem?
Just don't. No, I didn't. Don't watch the movie. Just read the rest of the poem. We got everything you need from him.
Beware the stare of Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dolls. And if you see her in your dreams, be sure you never, ever scream.
You don't need to worry about watching the movie. Just listen to their poem.
Listen to the poem. Listen to the music.
That's all you need.
And while you're doing that, watch a blue screen. This on a computer, like a whole blue screen.
In a red car, you can
Yeah, you're all set. You got literally the whole movie right in front of you.
He buries Billy. That's his name throughout.
Yeah, but that's not yet because he goes to
He buries him the next night, the same night.
But we get the creepy fog, and the head turns in the car.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I missed
The
it.
head turns in the car, and then they get like because remember he like runs around the car or something like that.
Time stops.
Yeah. Oh, does it stop there
Third
too?
Third time. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. There you go. That's a ghostly car scene. I don't remember what's happening even, to be honest. I just remember.
I think he's taking him to get buried.
Yeah. I think there's like fog or something.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
like fog.
and he hears like the footsteps of the doll.
That's after
or
he buries him.
That's after he bury.
Yeah, but he's driving there to bury him, and he secedes, and he goes and he starts up his car. And
Yeah.
and it stalls a couple times.
That's a little bit later because we got introduced back to our, cop.
I think that's after he buries because he finds the doll and he's trying to bury evidence.
So yeah, I think no, because he steals it from his hotel room to go bury it.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you're right.
I'm
I think
sure,
you're right.
yeah.
I think he buries him once.
Yeah, he buries him once.
Yeah, because then I think that's when he hears the footsteps. He buries
Yeah,
it
he
the first time,
yeah.
and then Anyway, I don't know.
What he
man.
does is he buries it, and like he's going to his car, and his car stalls, and he prints of the doll, and then like jump scaring in the window, and then he takes off. He leaves the doll.
Yeah, that's probably the ghostly car scene. Because then we get the cop hotel. Like I said, he has a doll. Like he said.
Yeah, you're trying to bury evidence, huh? But I told you not to leave the town.
Yeah, and he tells him, "Don't scream."
You know, Jamie, you really are forcing me to use the word perplexed an awful lot lately.
Because he's like, "I'm taking this doll with me to the other room." He's like,
Don't scream. He's like, see you later, neighbor, and he walks out. And
"Yeah, it's like a whole thing."
and then he steals the doll again.
Yeah, he just and it's like, man, you really,
That's prison time right there.
yeah. It's just like you really don't want this cop to believe you. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the times that he's saying,
Yeah, that's when we noticed that he's been just shaving the whole time.
It's the first time he was shaving. And
He's gonna keep doing that.
yeah, clearly his Botswana.
Was it? Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he steals the doll again. That's the whole thing. And then we're back to the funeral home. And that's when we get like the Miriam.
Isn't the Mary Shaw backstory?
Yeah.
So a little thing on Mary Shaw was she was a whatever they call her.
Yeah, I put Expo dump again.
It's about they use like the puppy to talk. She's
Yeah.
not talking, and like she's in front of like a theater.
Flashback.
Yeah, there's
Or
a bunch of people.
Yeah, she essentially gets heckled.
Yeah, the kid's like, your mouth is moving. I
I
can
can
see it.
see it. And then she does like a whole like clearly very mad about it and runs her mouth to the doll, like, screw you, kid.
Yeah,
You know, like,
I am a
he's
real
like,
boy.
what's his face? What's his name?
Henry.
Henry was like the first. He's like scared of it.
Yeah.
because he calls him up to the stage. And
He's
he's
like,
like,
"Where's Billy?"
creepy.
He's like, "Where's
Yeah, Billy.
Billy?"
Yeah, because he's already been seen.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah,
You can't find me, mother.
yeah. It is what it is. But at this point at the movie, I was kind of like, another exposition jump. Why not? Why not add this to it?
Just
Yeah,
don't know. Let me cut you. Let me cut you short right there, Sean, for a second.
yeah.
This right here, which like I said, I thought about this overnight afterwards, and this backstory makes sense to
Sure.
me. In my thing, I'm gonna fight this jump Lauren right here because it makes sense to me as why what was going on with her was she clearly got either embarrassed or angry over the kid being like, "Your mouth is moving." So so in her eyes, she's okay. So clearly, they think I'm failing at this, so they're all gonna laugh at me.
Yeah, but this is my logic. That's my counter argument. Her whole thing later is that she's trying to make the perfect doll. It has nothing to do with, like, she doesn't bring up that she's embarrassed. She just wants to make the perfect doll.
She makes the perfect doll, but at the same time, though, the moral of the story is the fact that I believe that she got embarrassed, and I don't know if it's this scene or not when they find out the kid came up missing.
Yeah, they come back to that because once
Okay.
again, by the way, spoiler alert, we're gonna get like 2 or 3 more expositions up. Also, my problem necessarily isn't her lore or her story. It's fine. Sometimes you're gonna get more, more interesting ones. Sometimes you're not gonna get stuff for it. You hear for the movie. Well, I shouldn't have to hear her story like 80% of the movie. Like
I can agree with you on
each
that one.
scene, we're going and they're telling us another little like section of the story. It's like it's the same 2 people. So I'm like, why is he going to the dad, hearing a part of the story,
And then goes to the
back
funeral
to the
home.
hearing, and then it's like, why didn't you just share what you already knew? Like he starts talking to him again. He's okay. Then let me tell you something else I didn't already tell you. And it tells you that's what bothers me. What is this movie? It's just me hearing her legend, like throughout the whole story, like part by part. It's almost the same, and it's like the same thing. It's like he grew up there, and they know the story, and they have a whole poem that he's never learned about what happened, or he at least heard about it. I know that whole thing is that they don't talk about it, but like, if kids, you're in high school in a town, something like that happens. People are talking. The kids are talking about
Yeah,
it. Or whether they've heard from a friend, they heard from a friend. That's what happened. Regardless of all that, why are they're going back? And he's okay. Now let me talk to you more because you already got more information. So let me tell you more information that you don't know yet.
Yeah.
And it's just like
That you can already guess what it was.
it's like, well, like, why didn't you tell him before?
This makes the whole movie about Mary Shaw.
Yeah. No, it feels to me like this movie, even though it's not even terribly long, could have been like 20, 30 minutes shorter. And it's like they had to get to like an hour and 30. And they did it successfully, I suppose.
I don't know. No, there's more lore at the end of more. There's the most lore out of it is at the end when like they come out with other things that on my eye more than this scene.
Yeah, the legend makes sense overall. I don't want to argue this. It's not great, in my opinion, but like it makes sense. It's more of what it's just like them talking about it the whole time. Like it's not them finding out through a book. It's just like he goes back to the same 2 people and they tell him more information. And just to me, it just feels like I'm like, why didn't you just talk to us more about it?
There's no one else in that town to talk to.
They haven't even the budget didn't allow for another person to talk to.
That homeless person couldn't say hi.
They had to get the cop plot in there, the cop in there, and the cop obviously doesn't know anything about it. So
No.
they shouldn't have killed the wife. The wife probably had some info.
Yeah, they killed her. I think they killed her off way too fast. She could have been at least, like halfway through the movie and finally die or something. Why in the beginning?
Oh, okay. No, I know this is a little backtracking because we already covered the story. I don't want to focus too hard into it, but I want to say the trick of him being under the seat was super cool, and I really want to know how that actually worked. Like, if it would actually be possible, because like it was like the 50s or something, so they didn't have like walkie-talkies or something. You put it there, or like a microphone to go through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they had to talk. They had Billy talk and echo through the area. I just thought that was interesting. It's interesting, but I'm also, is this a real trick? I don't know anything about this kind of particular art form. So it's like, it could be a real trick. And if it's a real trick, how do you do it? Kind of thing. Like, well, I thought that was cool. She was really good, obviously. That's what they designed the movie to be. She just got heckled by a couple of kids. Yeah.
What scene do you got? Because I got when the boy, after the flashback, the boy.
Oh, yeah. Also, we haven't got any more, but I just want to go back. Lisa's death, I put 1 out of 10 off screen.
Lisa's death, 1 out of 10.
Yeah, just because I'm probably going to going forward talk about the other ones. So I don't want to think
I think she was the most diabolical in my opinion, because
Diabolical.
you can see like she crawling on the floor, and like blood and everything's coming out, and then like you can see her whole body move. So clearly, there's somewhat of an intruder in that house that turns out to be Mary Shaw.
Yeah,
And when she screams, that's when Mary Shaw got him.
that's fair. I mean, that's a lot of description for a 1 out of 10, Chris. Give it a 1 out of 10. You're like,
I gave it a
also-
1 at the time. Okay,
okay.
I'm about it. I told you. I watched it.
Okay, that's fair. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. Anyway, I just wanted to reintroduce that. There's kills. Then there's like kills. Apparently, what is it? What did it say? I put asked to become a doll. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So the flashback. There's another flashback of Henry's pain of view, and his dad's still working the same funeral home that he's in.
Yeah.
But he did the autopsy for Mary Shaw, and that's when the missing boy comes in picture.
Yeah. The missing boy comes in, and then they grab Mary Shaw,
And
kill
then,
her.
and then they're like, she wanted to be a doll.
Yeah.
And then like you can see like the photo scene is when like Mary Shaw clearly has like the
Yeah.
strings, and then like clearly she's like floating clearly on strings,
Yeah.
not like trying to be the doll.
Yeah. I gave that one as well, like a 1 out of 10. Didn't give it I almost gave it I'll even bump it to a 1.5 because I like the whole like puppety thing.
Yeah.
Or like the doll thing that she did.
I did it too.
I
I did too.
Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to become a doll. She did that. Another flashback. Then they show pictures of people are actually dying now, and they're like all their tongues ripped out, whatever.
Yeah.
So once again, okay, then why are these two people from this small town that apparently grew up here know the riddle or the poem? But the people were literally dying and their tongues ripped out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
how is this not like I don't know? It's just like how is this not more discussed? In between these two, when a doll arrived, I don't know. Anyway, has cool pics of the kills. I'm not gonna rate any of those because they just flash by. They're killed. Cool, whatever. Yeah. So we're then we go back to the manor. He goes back to Dad's house.
Yeah.
Going back to Pops.
No, he goes to the.
He goes to
He
the
goes to the stage. He goes to the
stage because he goes up on a boat. Yeah, it's like a boat when it's like 10 feet up. Funny is like it's on the boat. Go.
This picture of the scene from Cabin Fever.
The remains.
They're running, yeah, and the kayaking scene when she's just like kayaks.
Guiding across the old lady.
And it's like a 10 feet, swim. It's clearly not that much water, but it's kayaking.
Yeah. Anyway, that's right. He goes there. I think he went back to the house at some point too, but he goes back home after.
Yeah,
That's right.
he goes to the theater.
Yeah.
And we're like, what makes me angry about this scene? I don't know. He's in there. And he's like walking around, and he teleports.
That was second floor. Suddenly on the scaffolding. On the second floor, there's like scaffolding. And he was like, this place is clearly rotted out.
Like, how'd you get up there?
It's the 50s. Yeah. What?
Yeah,
Yeah, teleports right on there.
He just on the scaffolding. Apparently, it's nice and secure still, and he just climbed right up.
And
Yeah.
and he goes to the back rooms,
Yeah.
where like she was clearly her stage room was, and he sees the envelope that says how to make the perfect doll.
Yeah.
And you can clearly see there's a flip over point, which you don't flip
Yeah,
over, but
he
you can
does a
see
flip-
there's a flip over.
He sees the flip, doesn't flip.
Flips it over. No, doesn't
He
flip
looks
over.
at the book. He doesn't flip the flip.
No,
Why do that? You know,
it is showing like
you're just only looking for answers. No big deal.
yeah. I'm gonna give you a point on that one. That was still. No, I thought about
You're
that.
only looking for answers. No, what will this has to? What is when we get back?
I was at work. I thought about that. I was like, wait, there's a flipper, and he saw it in the first time going to the theater. Why did he not flip it then?
Didn't even flip it. Not even where
And like the book shows clearly how to make a doll.
yeah, it's cool looking.
Yeah, it's cool. And then like,
We'll hold on to that for later. Because we're not gonna go really know.
and you can see like he's walking, and then he passes a mirror. I think Sean missed this scene,
I missed like a little scare that you mentioned.
but
yeah.
like the moment he walked past the mirror, Mary Shaw flashes through it. You can clearly see that it's her, but it wasn't as slow as he was walking.
Yeah.
Like you can see her like shade through it,
Mhm.
shade by it. And then next thing you know, he's like, you know what? Got nothing. Decides to leave. I don't know if does he take the book with him, or does it still stay in the theater?
I think he takes it with him, I believe. Yeah. But yeah, he gets a,
No, he does not.
he does
They
it
go
there.
back.
Oh, yeah, because that's what they go. Why would he not take the book? I don't know. Why would he open a book where he's looking for answers for an evil spirit that's haunting him? Why is an answer to his question? He's, don't worry, I can come back.
Coming back for you, sweetheart.
Like, what? He had to go this, like, heavily dangerous scaffolding? I don't know. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Why was he just leaving the book there for, like, it's not a video game where until the lobby you look at it and then just put it down and walk. You know,
Yeah,
it's
like you can clearly.
scary.
It's not a Resident Evil game. We're telling us that.
Yeah.
But we go back to the funeral home. This is my
Oh
favorite.
yeah, we
Michael
hop in there.
Macbeth.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the best one. So we get like the whole old man goes into the hole and thinks it's Miriam. Thinks Miriam is there.
The doll's there with him. The doll is
Yeah,
there.
yeah, but he thinks she's in there and he goes over there and
Yeah.
it's not there. Yeah, we get the creepy, like he starts like making his way back to the door and then he's like turns and it's like there's hands. And it's like there's the beginning. This is what I mentioned before. I'm like, this had so much potential to be
Yeah.
scary. So when I see the hands, I immediately in my head I'm like, oh, good scare coming up. This is good.
Oh yeah.
But this is what I'm in for, you know? And then it's like that was weird. It just kind of cuts away and it's like this old, I don't know. It just shows their face. They don't capitalize on it, you know?
No, he grabbed the hand and he's like, oh shit. Like he like looks at the
Yeah.
flashlight and then he looks
Yeah.
beside him and then Mary Shaw is sitting there.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like,
And then he screams and then he dies.
yeah, and it's like, I mean, that was probably the best scare. I gave it.
I gave it a 4.
You gave it a 4? Okay, I gave it a 3.5. So
For just because, like I said, it had potential. It had that creepy moment in my book of the hand, you know. Okay, then she put her hand way over there, which I don't understand. It's put the hand way over there, but he looks over right next to
yeah,
him.
I mean, it's just ghost stuff. I'm okay with
Yeah.
ghost stuff, but like this was so cheap. Like the scare was potentially there.
yeah,
But like this is what I'm talking about, but a little bit perfecting his craft because they're in Annabelle. That would have felt like a scene where the lights would have kind of, you know, like you either want to turn ahead and look back, or they would have been like something more sticking.
Yeah.
you know, like it felt more like deserved, I guess, than just.
I think
like
it would have
a quick
been-
little. Oh, there she is. you
I
know?
think it would have been better if he was a
Oh, the
flashlight.
flashlight clicked off.
Yeah, and then like she's like,
back on, and
he's,
he's
like,
like her
tapping
face
it.
is like sticking out too, or something.
yeah, that would be a
That would have been- that would have been
that would have
good.
pushed it up. That would
Yeah.
have pushed it up a little bit.
Anything other than just like, oh, my head turned. Oh, and there's her face, you know, with loud music. Here's cue the scare, you know. But yeah, you know, stuff otherwise, regardless. I don't even know if they show much. Do they show the kill even?
Yes, you
They
see
do?
them.
Oh,
you see
yeah.
Mary Shaw quickly like
Yeah,
attack, and then
yeah.
he falls out from the hidey hole,
Yeah,
and he's just laying there.
I gave that a 2.5. So I don't think 2.5 is the highest any of the kills got. And I included the scare factor to that because it was a good scare mixed with
Yeah.
it. So it made the whole moment. Whatever. Anyway, it's fine.
See, and this is, and I'm sorry that I tried, you know, fighting my case, but at this point, I'm gonna be losing anyways. I'm gonna wait for my opinion at the end of the absolute.
I'm not even trying to say your opinions are wrong or anything. That's
Oh,
just
no.
my opinions. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to point out what I mean, you know, and it's okay if you mean the same. I'm okay
Yeah.
with that. But this is my issues with the movie. Is it's like, so. And by the way, Blue Filter's still here.
Yeah,
It's just all be here.
I
Oh,
would change that.
but yeah, no, for real, you know, I'm not gonna bring it up, but yeah, it just felt like not like amateur by any means. It just felt like it could have been better. you know?
Yeah,
And I made the point of that to myself. I was like, this just felt like a movie like it could have been done well. It just wasn't. Anyway, yeah, we go back to where are we at now?
we do a backstory. It says I wrote down backstory of Mary Shaw.
Yeah, because we're at Dad's house. Now we go back to get more backstory because this is where they reveal like they found the body.
Oh yes,
Or they got the confirmed because this is where he's at the table with like,
Yeah.
sitting behind him, just
and
chilling.
then he's eating some soup.
Yeah, and they killed.
I don't remember the backstory, so I'm not gonna. I won't unless you have the backstory.
Yeah, they just said they killed him, like they killed Mary and stuff, you know, and
The whole
it's kind
town
of
chased
confirmed
the killer
that
out.
she killed him.
yeah.
Because this is also something I'm like, I wish it was a little more ambiguous. I feel like if they would have made it so like they kind of killed her, even though it wasn't her fault or something, you know, I
Yeah.
feel like it could have been a little better of a story. But no, she just killed this kid for heckling, you know, heckling. Yeah, I don't know.
You're gonna criticize me. I'm gonna, hit you guys.
Yeah. And then the cap just kind of comes back. Was the reveals? Oh yeah, it reveals the other dolls are dug up now.
Yeah,
It's
he's
where he
like,
comes
oh,
out.
so you dug up all of the dolls.
Yeah, and he's like, oh no, what is this?
And then cop tries to arrest him, and he clearly this is assault of an
Says
officer.
no.
Thought he assaulted him.
I don't think so.
I
think
thought he like pushed him to the ground or hit him, and the cop.
he might have pushed him or something. But I think he just was like I'm not going.
Yeah, at
Or,
this point,
no, if he did that though, I can't remember perfectly. Admittedly, it's been like a week since I watched
all
it,
my
but-
name was trying to arrest and then Jamie, I said like half three. And I was
Yeah, I literally said simply not going. Because he literally says I'm not. I think he literally just says no.
maybe.
Because like there's like tells cop he's simply not going, and then that's obviously wording to be a joke. I literally think he just says
Maybe.
like I'm not going back yet. I think he literally says I'm not going back until I'm done here.
Yes. Yeah, he's like,
It's like, what
I'm
do you
not done.
mean?
I'm not done investigating pretty much. I got the car chase, I put car chase on it.
Oh, yeah.
The blue screen with the red car.
You know, he's running away. Yeah. So what is the scene? Yeah, we're cruising, man. This we're pushing through. Yeah. So they arrive. He just follows them over. He just follows them to the place.
Oh, figured out his name. The cop's name is Linton.
Lipton. Yeah. We mentioned. Yeah, we didn't mention his name earlier.
Yeah. I just did shaving cop.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Well, they go to the. We have anything to say? So
Yeah. He just no. It didn't have much to say other than just like they just go back to the
Go back to
thing.
the theater. Why go back to the theater? Out of all the spots they go to, is go straight to the theater instead of
Yeah, and he gets across, and he like, this is the same guy that said, "I'll just not going with you." This cop, instead of arresting him, follows him to this place and then grabs a shotgun. He grabs
it's like a
grabs a shotgun. Make up your mind. Either you're like no nonsense cop, or you're like this big pushover. And one of the two. Like, don't just like let this guy get all the way there and be like, you know what?
The funny thing about it is the fact that he gets the chase up and he's in the room and the cop's like, yeah, we could team up and figure out what's going on here.
Obviously,
Chase, pretty much freaking they're investigating. They sold the dog twice. This guy's clearly doing fucking time. And the cop's like, we could team up.
there's a question beat up spot.
And then Jamie's like, remember, on screen.
Yeah, it's like this contrast. We just did Cabin Fever, where it was like this felt so silly, but like it felt like it doesn't feel like it's supposed to be silly. It just feels like it's like, yeah, this is the finale. We gotta get this done now.
Yeah.
Cop's still alive, so we gotta
We gotta do something with him.
like this movie. We can't have more rest them right now. We're making our runtime.
The audience is loving it.
Yeah, we're not adding any more runtime. We're gonna get through this.
The audience is loving the blue screen. The man like,
Yeah, then if fake Henry says he's here.
yeah, he's like, hey, oh yeah, because Henry calls them before going. That's why he goes
that's
over
why they
to
go
the
to the
theater.
meetup spot.
But Henry calls. Is like, hey, I found something out to make it.
Yeah, that's
You're
what
you're not guilty
Yeah,
type
yeah.
thing. And then they go to the theater and yada yada yada.
Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, he calls, and then apparently that's enough for them to side together. I don't know, man. Like I said, I checked out forever ago. I tried to stay invested. This act comes on, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna let this rest of this movie. I tried. Like, okay, I gotta keep invested. Maybe there's some redemption. At this point, I'm like, I already know this is the finale. I'm checked out. Sorry, Christian. Yeah.
I felt the same way, but I went home and I thought about the movie on the way home and sleeping and stuff. And honestly, I put it back together, which the end, I will explain my piece of it.
Yeah, we'll get there. So all the $99 are there now.
Yeah, the missing Billy.
Yeah, except for Billy's not there, but everyone else is there, right?
There's $101.
Yeah, so there's 100. Yeah, there's
There's
100.
$100 there and Billy's missing.
And they find the dead boy in the beginning.
It's me.
All right, I get it.
I think we just solved a 70-year-old missing persons case.
Who was that?
My perfect best one.
Yeah, I thought, what is it? Yeah, I thought boy. I don't even know if they gave him a name, but yeah, I gave him 1 out of 10. They turned him up it, I guess. Once again, that feels more like bias. It's probably a cool looking graphic. I'm so done. Gave it a 1 out of 10. It revealed that he's puppified, so he's trying to turn into a puppet. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, yep, she's just insane.
Yeah, at this point, you're just going crazy, like.
Yep, she obviously went insane.
And then I want to put this out though. Is the little reference from Saw is in
Yeah.
like the corner. You can see the actual Billy from Saw 1.
Yeah, you
Okay.
see Billy from Saw, not Billy as in
Billy
the
has
doll
a
from Dead Silence.
You got, I don't know why in this right. I mentioned this to you before. Was why did both of the Billys?
I don't know why.
was dolls.
Billy.
Saw 1 was Billy, and now Dead Silence is Billy.
I guess maybe the Billy is a good doll name,
I don't think
but why would you go back to it? I don't know.
Billy that looks like Slappy, and
I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you. But this is the clown doll. This is probably one of the best scares.
this is when I got back into it.
Yeah, this is where he sees the doll. I don't remember. I just look over. He's in a chair by himself.
Yeah, he's rocking.
Yeah, and then the hands come up.
Oh, they say some stuff. Remember when they was rocking and he's like,
Yeah.
why'd you kill my wife? And he's like, no, he's like, Mary Shaw. And like the door stops.
Yeah.
And then he's like, why'd you kill my wife? And like, what's going on type thing. And he's like, closer.
Oh,
And then,
spiritual doll.
and like the cop is like, hit him over, like with a shotgun. And he's just like, let me know and I'll blow his freaking head off pretty much. And then
Yeah.
he like walks up and
You would
we
not-
turned out she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Baby.
Reveal. The big reveal that's before the big finale reveal is her wife's pregnant. She wasn't the final bloodline, and the whole reveal is that she's killing the bloodline of the people who killed
We
her.
forgot to mention something
What did we forget to mention?
with I think it was when Henry's death. She takes the tongue from him.
She
it's
takes the tongue from everybody.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. Sorry, yeah, you're right. He takes the tongue.
My bad.
Tongue's out. You know, tongue's out, goods out. Oh, that's funny. That's gonna fit the cop well later.
You want to tell me? I got a shocker with the name on it.
So yeah, he does that, and does the hands.
It makes him up.
This reveal like this, and yeah. Once again, they could have done something more with it. I feel like, and then they just like, oh, we're not actually going to. I mean, I gave it the best rate. I gave it a 3.5 best rate per scare because I did like the hand on the face of the clown, but they like lifted or something. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what happens. I remember the scare being diminished. There you go. It just. Something about it was just like it had so much potential. That's such a creepy image. I think they just showed her face or something like that. I think they popped the face out or something.
They had the tongue coming out.
Oh, yeah, her head was behind it.
Yeah,
and
the tongue started coming out. Yeah.
Yeah. Up slowly behind it. That's creepy. Like that's creepy. That's creepy enough, you know?
My favorite thing. One of my favorite things is the cop with the shotgun. It is like a doll.
So last thing, and they all start doing this like Scooby Doo. So you're seeing Scooby Doo, and it's like the weird spirits, like the hands.
Yeah.
They go, they pick them up and throw them into the souls. It's the weird animation of all the faces coming out of all the other dolls, and he's just blasting them one by one.
I'm like, that shotgun doesn't have that much ammunition.
Oh, he's going through them. Yeah, he's going through them, and that was pretty funny.
What the hell's going on here, Jamie?
I don't know why they stopped doing it, other than I think they just kind of like, we gotta go. I'm like, this is
And
it.
then they burn them.
Yeah, that's right. He's just like, yeah,
destroy a bomb.
yeah, burn it, boom, and they start leaving, and then like the floor crumbles or something, and they start falling, and they rip the cop off, man, because they start falling. Of course, he's gonna scream. He's falling, and it's Harry Sean's. Just takes him out, and then I'm like, oh, okay, that's like so sudden. It's kind of a cool death. And then the guy Jamie composes himself, and then through the window, here comes the cop. Like the most Scooby Doo stuff you could possibly think of, man. It was like, and his tongue's out. There you go. Tongue's out, comes out. Yeah. So there's the cop, his death. Would you rate him, Chris?
Yeah, I gave him a 3.
Gave him a 3. I ain't making fun of him, but at least it was funny. Like I was like, this was a fun time. You know, it made me laugh. Or it gave me something. Yeah,
That's why I gave it a 3. Great kill,
sure.
Didn't fall through
Would
the earth, regardless of getting thrown out the fucking window. He still screamed.
At least he died on screen. Right?
Got a screen
Everyone else
dead.
is like dies off screen.
He got a screen death for one, and for two, I think it was a really good really good kill because don't scream. You power yourself not to scream.
Humility.
So
Sure,
but
but
at the end, with him coming back into the window after flying out the window,
he built it up.
unless it was Mary Shaw controlling him, trying to make Jamie scream.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
You know,
It
think
feels
about
like it feels like a lot,
So,
but I mean,
like,
it's
he's-
the only explanation for it.
So
Like,
like,
you know,
he's sitting there. He's like, "Oh, the cop is dead," and like he's actually like
I'm scared.
he possesses actually him. for a second. And it's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he just
Hey, that works. I
he
like it.
covers his mouth and he falls.
Yeah,
After
yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm sure that's what had to have happened because he couldn't have popped back in the window otherwise. So it's like that had to have been the case.
He popped in the window and he covered his mouth and falls in the water. Thought something scary was gonna happen in the water, like he's swimming in a water next to the theater.
She can grab him. He just
Really like swimming, like trying his hardest, and like you don't see. I'm really hoping like her grabbing him one time or something. Interesting.
That would have scared me.
But no, he gets on the. He doesn't even take the boat at this point. Like he's
Because he didn't need to.
one time he doesn't need. The one time that the boat would have been better for him.
Yeah, he'd stay on the water. Yeah. Anyway, let's just get to the end here. Let's get to this because he just goes back home at this point, right? Maybe we get the music again. I think it comes on a lot of
He's
time.
going to the dad's house.
Yeah, goes to dad's house and he's like calling out for him or something. Trying to figure some stuff out.
Yeah, and then we find out his dad is a doll.
Yeah, so we get the whole reveal. This is another thing. Move on from Solomon. Like he did such a good job with it, but it's not what he does now. He doesn't even come close to that kind of style.
Yeah.
So we get like this reveal that they do like the Saw almost music kicks in. It's their own music. It's their own music. Their music kicks in, and he starts spinning around up like a saw trap. It does.
Yeah.
And it's like him revealing that
The perfect doll is
the perfect. So they reveal the body is being controlled by the stepmom this entire time, and then this is doing the whole he's playing the music and it's spinning around him, and it's like a big reveal. And it just show a couple things like scenes of him being on the table and her controlling him. So
I take it I wasn't the easiest person to get along with in the past. But I've changed. Jamie!
Soup. Delicious, too.
I'll vouch for that.
Jamie, I can prove you didn't kill her.
Jamie! So glad to have you home.
that's like a whole
you see,
reveal.
like, the soup fall.
And then the paper flips, and we see her face from the book.
Yeah, they finally flipped he finally flips the
And
page.
it's the mom's face.
Okay, now listen to this. So let me say, he has a flashback of him flipping.
Went to yourself, barking down other boyfriend. Treats it like he treats everything else. The home, everything else before. He's like, yeah, no.
This is coming handy.
The thing is, though, nobody told me this information. It's told me this, I would have believed it. But if I see it, no. Anyway, he screams, and then the movie he shows the spirit come out.
Yeah, the stepmom actually comes out. And
Yeah.
she's like, like pretty much like a menace thing. You kind of knew at the end that she was part of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Billy was in the crib. That was like the mock that his baby's dead.
Yeah.
Billy was in the crib, and yep. Yeah, that's it. He screams, and this abruptly ends, and just cuts out, cuts to black. And Jamie's death, I gave it a 0 out of 10. That rules. You'll see a body or anything after. Then
It's been a 1.
even a 1. I respect that.
Just because.
I almost gave it a 1, but I was like, we didn't see anything. I'm going to stick by my truth.
Just because I really do like the
reveal.
I get like they were trying to do Saw in a way,
Mhm.
but I still did like them reviewing it all.
Yeah.
Especially like the ring around. Like it still is a good scene for that, but they were trying too hard to copy
Yeah.
copy the movie that he's already made that's already on.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is if it was like an homage to it, I'd be like, okay, fair enough. I don't think that's what this is. I genuinely just think the signal of the blue screen. I think they thought to themselves, this worked in this other movie that we made.
Like
Let me include it.
yeah.
It's a cool montage that everyone responded positively to. Like, oh, they like that twist. All right, we got to put like a cool little twist thing in there.
Yeah.
It felt, or maybe not. Well, maybe it wasn't James Wan. Maybe it was producers or something. But like somebody made a decision that wasn't a thing that was good in Saw, and now they needed it in Dead Silence because it was good. And it's like,
but it made it worse. It made it much worse.
yeah, because I don't even care about the reveal, but still, you don't have to.
It's like we were far away from the TV, and it still was like, what the fuck is this? Like we were on the couch, and the TV was further back, and we still saw the blue, and it still pointed out to be like it was there. It was clean as day. It was there. Like it'll be worse up closer.
Yeah.
But it was still really bad when we were much further away from
Yeah, I mean, they said the Saw like finish the blue. I think that was just like a decision, maybe not by James Wan, maybe by somebody else. I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but I felt like it was a decision because of the success of Saw. I felt like they needed to
Yeah.
have those factors. In.
Same thing with, I think,
I mean, the blue could just been like, awesome. A lot of like movies, like early 2000s, this is past early 2000s, 2007, but early 2000s especially had like a lot of filters, filters being used and stuff like for the horror movies. So, I mean, they could have just been farther from the tires than they would like to have been, like it would have fit. This feels like an early 2000s movie for me. Like this feels like it's before Saw. Like this feels like a James Wan tried something and it failed and then he made Saw and it was good. Like it feels so like before, because even like the style of the movie just feels like early 2000s. It's worse the fact that it's not even early 2000s. It's like 2017 or 2007 is when this movie was made. So it's not early 2000s, but it's
still,
it's there. It's just early 2000s were
a lot
like
of time has
darkness,
changed.
walls and stuff like 2001, and they're just like, then it's bad horror movie. It feels like it's in that category, but it's like 6-7 years later, and it's after Saw. So it's like,
you've already
where
made
did you
one
go
good movie
wrong?
with it. You didn't have to worry about making another one like that.
Yeah, where did you go wrong?
And then I'm gonna put my input.
Go for it. Yeah, shoot. Yeah.
So when I realized this on the way home, while watching it, I would say, I was watching it and I saw him flip and it was the stepmom. And I was like, and I told this to Sean. I was like, so I think the message of like making the perfect doll is possession of a soul.
Yeah.
Because you're in control of that soul like you are in control of a doll. So let's say she was faking it when the voice thing, let's say she was faking it. She's not faking it with the body. This is 100% true. She proved that kid wrong by saying, okay, my mouth is moving, that's fine. But when I die or whenever anything prediction like this happens, I can take over a soul and a body and it's not in full 100% control of me. So what I thought was when they flipped over that, they what I realized was the perfect doll isn't something that you carve or craft or make. It is just the possession of a soul.
Yeah.
That keeps, eventually that soul is just like a doll, it eventually runs out. That soul is eventually going to die. Then at that point, just like the doll is going to break and you're going to have to repair it or whatever. But the best the best doll is the possession of.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I like that take. I don't know, whereabouts that is. I'm sure that's like the most popular conclusion. I agree with that. Like I said, it just doesn't, for me, it's like, that's a good take. And I like that idea. And it's like a cool idea. It's like even like a cool reveal. I don't even mind it being like the reveal. Like I don't mind the reveal being like he's also controlling the dad for some reason. I don't really know why that's there, but like, okay, fine.
It's there.
It just doesn't make up for the rest of the movie. For me, it's just like, okay, cool. Like I was saying before to you, like it feels like a short story. Like you find in like the old days in YouTube, people make like a short story. Like things.
Slenderman, stuff like that.
And it's like they made it, and it was like a 15-20 minute long video or whatever, like something. And it's like someone found one of those. It's like, okay, we gotta make a whole like movie like they do sometimes. And you get like Slenderman or but like you get like things like Slenderman, which is awful, or like Lights Out, which I find to be a really good movie.
I've never seen Lights Out.
Oh yeah, I should pop that in. I think I've even brought it up before already in the podcast. Talking. So I think it's up there. I haven't seen it in a while, but I really liked it. Anyway, point is, it just feels like one of those, and they extended things way too far. Just way too far. I'm even okay with it being like a bad movie too, but this felt boring. Like I'm okay with bad movies, but I was just bored. Like I'm like, why am I hearing a story, like another part of her story for the fifth time in a row? Like why is it scene by scene? I'm just getting more information about Mary Shaw. I'm just like, okay, I know about Mary Shaw, but I learned anything else? I don't know.
Which I don't understand is this. What should have made it better for me was, okay, so she possessed the stepmom.
Yeah.
But we only saw the stepmom 3 times.
Yeah.
If she would have added more stepmom, at least to like where he don't see him, but we see her. Like let's say like there he's at the theater and like you can see her slowly like behind him like walk.
Yeah.
Like have it where like she's still present of the ghost.
I guess like though you're gonna ruin the surprise at the end, which is probably what they did.
Yeah, probably. But like they could at least put a little bit more knowing, okay, so this is the possession. Oh yeah, that's why we kept seeing her. Oh yeah, that's why like what's going on.
Yeah, and I just think I don't know the solution, but I do know the best thing they could have done was maybe add more sets, which I don't know their budget, obviously, but
Yeah.
have some form of other sets. Just give me a different thing. Obviously, get rid of the blue filter. Just entirely not needed. I think should have kept the wife around a little longer.
That's what I
I
said.
know it's up the movie, but like, give me something.
Shit, clearly he was one of the family members. We probably didn't go over this, but she hunted down the family members that kept her silent.
Yeah, well, that's why he would kill her. He killed her because of the baby. They revealed that.
But she was pregnant with his baby.
As I
He
said-
tried to kill the offsprings of, because she killed the dad,
Yeah.
she killed Jamie and the baby.
But the reason she said, "Why'd you kill my wife?" They told him killed her because of the baby.
Yeah,
They wasn't after her.
No, she wasn't after her. She wasn't after her. She was after the baby because she was trying to hunt down all of the people that
Yeah.
silenced her before, type thing. And which I find interesting is like, okay, so she said they silenced her, right? They
Yeah.
killed her, whatever. So what she did was she came back, possessed a human, made it to the perfect dawn and stuff. But I think it's okay. Silencing them isn't just killing them. She literally ripped out their tongues
Yeah.
and like kept them. Like, okay, you want to make fun of me, you want to say this is all just a joke, you want to burn me down, whatever. I don't know how they killed him because I think I missed that part. But what I was thinking was, if she was not in the wrong, but she also wanted more revenge for herself because she knew that clearly there was something wrong with her for not having children. Either she didn't have a loved one or she physically couldn't. So she wanted to make these dolls make herself feel more sane, more mother-like. There's some people like
Maybe.
like, I know some ladies that can't have children, so they get dogs. They take care of dogs and they take care of cats and they try, like,
Yeah. It's reading a lot into it. Maybe, but once again, what is I already hear enough about her? I don't care to hear more about her. It's like, why do I care? And that's the biggest thing is about this movie is like it never gave me a reason to care about any of the characters. Like other movies, you know what I'm saying? Like this movie immediately hops into like just like hearing a backstory of Mary Shaw, and she's just a bad person anyway. So it's like we're hearing about this person, but it's just like the reveal is that she did kill the kid. Okay,
okay,
yeah,
man.
what? There's no complication behind that. So like, why am I hearing so much about her story if it's just like, yeah, she got mad about being made fun of, and then she just like killed everyone's bloodline and made a dog. I don't know. To me, it just felt like I was watching like, such a small horror, like a small horror short that was expanded. And like, okay, well, how do we expand it? Oh, we just give more stuff to like Mary Shaw.
Instead of
Okay.
doing anyone else.
And it's like, honestly, what do the other characters do there? I can't think of anything those characters did other than talk about Mary Shaw. And then he just kind of listened to people talk about her. And just feel like,
He was like, okay, I'm going to figure this out, like, with this Mary Shaw. But he listened, but he never took notes. He never was like, hey, the cop, hey, I'm right here, like, listen to this type thing. No, he was just like,
bury the doll again. I don't know. It just felt so like,
but he would have won if he would have burnt Billy.
I felt like Mary Shaw just like, honestly, was like the main character of the story.
No, he does burn Billy, doesn't he?
No, Billy's in the crib.
I thought he throws him in the fire.
He might.
And I think only
Because she's the doll.
because she's the
She
doll.
burns
She's
Billy.
101.
I feel like the reveal is like, yeah, the reveal is that no, but that's not going to save her because she's
She's
the doll.
already got the possession.
Yeah, the mom
yeah.
is the doll.
Which I think
Which
that
makes
is a really
sense.
good take. I think I really.
Yeah, and I think that's probably what they were going for in the movie.
That's why I raised it up a little bit. Because
Fair. Yeah, it's an interesting concept, interesting idea at the end. But it's like
they could have made it
they
so
sit
much
for
better.
like an hour and a half to get there.
Yeah. And like I said, I made it. I said it was not a bad movie, but it was a good movie because I do like the lore. I do like, some of the creepy moments in it. I do like the song. Fantastic. I love it. I can listen to that any day of the week. It was stuck in my head for like 4 days afterwards. So it was really good. But the lore took too long. They could have easily done a backstory on somebody else besides just Mary Shaw.
I mean, I don't think care of his whole backstory. Just at least came scared or something.
Yeah, they
You
could
know,
have
I
added
just feel
more.
like-
They're way more scared.
I just feel like I was watching her story the whole time, which could be effective and good
Documentary.
if she was more like interesting. Well, it's like, no, she just killed a kid and then was like, oh, I'm just gonna, like, I don't know. It didn't do it for me. Yeah,
It
that's
was for
fine.
revenge.
It's fine. I think I'm okay with seeing a movie and not liking it. It's fine. I think I just wish it was more interesting. Even if it wasn't like I liked it and just wish it was like wasn't as boring. I think
Yeah.
that's his biggest problem. I think is just boring.
But yeah. It was pretty, I mean, like, I wasn't falling asleep because clearly I was at a friend's house. I didn't
Yeah.
be so rude. But like, if I was watching it with like my girlfriend or something, I would probably fall asleep half the time.
It did feel and I don't like to be like all the movies that you put off in the background, but it's like the kind of movie you see is like on TV currently, and you're like folding laundry or something. You're like, I'll put it on for like a second. I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't think I know you wanted to change my mind a little bit, but even I think going in, I kind of solidified.
It was
Because I
hard
want-
with this movie.
I wanted to listen and hear it. I think flowing through it, I was like, I think I'm
I tried a little bit because, like I said, I know that you said it was a bad movie.
Yeah. I know that's bad.
I said it wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't a good movie. So I was in that range of, I knew I wasn't going to change your mind, but I at least wanted to talk over my sense of, I jot
For
down
sure.
what I got.
For sure. And it's fine. You can definitely have that mindset for it. I mean, you can literally say it's a great movie, and it's like, I can't
say that.
I can't make those choices for you. That's okay. But yeah.
But it
It's
definitely,
definitely solidified. This discussion, I think, really it just made me frustrated just listening to like you said, the little flat. Why?
I realized that when I was at work.
Yeah.
I was at work and I was like, so the flashback came back where he did pull over the flap. So why didn't he just directly go there and confront her instead of going all the
Yeah.
way to the movie theater? Even if Henry did call, say, hey, I got, something to help you not be guilty. First off, I don't think they even mentioned him getting arrested in front of Henry.
Yeah.
So like that right there would have been a no-go for me because I don't think they even mentioned the cop. I don't even think the cop even went near Henry.
I honestly don't remember. Yeah.
So like they flipped it over and he wasn't worried about it at all. That like he flipped over and the female that your dad was living with is possessed by.
I mean, maybe he just explained it away, being like, "Oh, it's just a random girl."
Yeah,
I don't know.
that picture looked really.
For sure, but maybe that's like Alan was like the Clark Kent Superman thing, where the
He
honestly,
looked
it's
glad
like, yeah, it's at least Superman, but it's like in the universe, it doesn't.
Yeah, he's like that's just
seem
another.
right. I don't know.
But clearly she tried before possession was with the missing boy. He tried to make
Yeah,
him a puppet.
she learned her art for sure.
Yeah, she definitely figured it out when she died. She's like, oh, I can possess people.
Oh, this is actually way better.
I don't treat my dolls anymore.
Yeah.
I think the funniest scene though, I think the Scooby Doo scene and
Yeah,
the
the
face and stuff.
That
He
was
was like-
wild. I mean, I was already so far gone on that movie anyway, but like that was definitely entertaining at the very
What
least.
even came up with him when he was just like, we gotta destroy the dolls? Like, how did he come up with that? But he can't come up with a picture.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to be done with the movie.
No, we're done.
We're done. We're done.
Any recommendations?
All right.
I put Saw because I put Saw as well.
I don't even know. I don't think I put Saw.
Did you not?
I didn't put Saw. I thought it would be too easy to just pick another random. I said one movie from him, and I picked Annabelle. Because I said I think this to me feels like a prototype for Annabelle. It has a lot of
Yeah.
similar stuff with the demon being the one that moves Annabelle around instead of like, because not Annabelle from like Conjuring. Annabelle is in like the first
Yeah.
Annabelle movie where it's like the demon walking around with her basically.
Yeah.
So I put Annabelle. I thought that was a good choice with that, like the spirit control, controlling Annabelle and not actual, doll. I put the Scooby Doo movie. And I did it just when I was it. But it was more, it's a silly choice. I was just joking around. But, it was a very similar scene. That
Yeah.
was make fun. But Darkness Falls, because I feel like it's very similar ways of like, and it sucks that I feel the same way about Darkness Falls I feel about this because I would like to like both of them, but the very similar style where it just feels like the characters are just there to like, like not very good acting.
Yeah.
It's just there to die and make a story. They're just making a movie and it's like a horror movie. I don't know. And it's like a very similar lore style. Like there's very similar like weird girl, a woman's like collects teeth and they like kill her, but they actually didn't. Like someone goes missing and the person comes back and they're like, oh, we just killed this woman. It's different in that way, but like, it's a similar style. Like they kill someone because of a kid going missing and stuff. And I put like one missed call again for vibes, similar style, very like early 2000s.
I did.
I said it feels like a very early 2000s movie.
I did Goosebumps because it's slappy.
That's fair.
As well as slappy, and I put.
Billy will return.
But seriously, I did Saw and Goosebumps.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, Goosebumps more of a haha joke because of the
Same with
doll.
Scooby, yeah.
But like the same, I did the Saw because the moments in Saw. It's same. Like I said, it's the same person that did Saw. So like, gotta recommend Saw because Saw is a lot better movie.
Yeah. Or recommend God. We covered that one. That one's good.
That was really good.
Thank you, James Wan. He gave us the Conjuring universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even like Annabelle, but I think Annabelle is a much better movie than this. You know, like I
Yeah,
feel like this is a
absolutely.
very similar setup, but like Annabelle is just a lot better.
Yeah, she did.
Oh,
They wanted a face of Annabelle, and they got the face of Annabelle. They didn't get the face of Dead Silence.
they didn't get Billy. Billy did not become the face of fear for sure.
No. I think Saw Billy did, but not no. Billy
Yeah.
from fucking Slappy over here.
All right.
All right.
All right, so what's next? I'm scheduled. Next is my pick, which is Sinners. I'm excited for Sinners. I've been really excited for a couple weeks. I really liked it in theaters, and I'm really excited to see it again.
We watched it together. And
And I get to show my fiance. I get to show her. I'm really excited because I think she'll like the movie. And then I don't know what our schedule looks like yet. We having possible. I know we have Jaws coming up, but we're waiting for it to go in theaters, which is end of August. So we're gonna watch that there first. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll do a fan, like one of the recommendations from our fans.
I think so.
That air quotes fans,
We get yours out of the way, get Sinners, and then while waiting for
if we have time. Like,
we got Jaws. I mean, we
'cause
should have time.
Otherwise, we'll have like a whole nother like yours and then mine and then back to Jaws again, or skip mine. I think it makes more sense just to grab someone.
We might as well take a
Someone
recommendation.
suggested. Why not?
Yeah, I think that would be the better idea.
Yeah, we'll go through and see what we got.
So yeah, what we plan on doing is doing Sean's pick, my pick.
Yeah.
or recommendation.
Well, I might change the order if we do that. It's going to be Sean's pick, random pick, your pick. It's not play if we put it in there.
Yeah. So
It would just change the order a little bit,
but
but
we'll have to figure it.
it's not going to matter too much.
No.
I think as long as if we keep Twitch track, it's going to be a headache. Let's just have fun.
Let's
with it.
just
All
Coming
right.
soon though. Recommendation coming soon though.
Oh yeah, add some more in there. We have a couple in there to choose from at the moment. But yeah. All right, I think it's all it close. Yeah,
Yeah.
ready for that's dead silence.
I changed Sean's mind.
I don't think
I know I did.
disclosure. He did not change my mind about the movie. He only made my
Your connection with it even stronger.
my relationship with it is still it's not great. Anyway, yeah, that's dead silence. It was fun, I guess, to rewatch it just to confirm what I've thought about it before. It sounds like maybe yours changes for the better. That's cool too.
No.
Well, you said you liked it.
And then I like I said, I did like a 50-40 on it. I like that reference myself. I always say it. 50-40. Like I said, it's not a bad movie, but it's not a good movie.
All
I'm stuck in between 50-40.
right, whatever. Whatever that means. That's dead silence, everybody. Thank you for joining us for the podcast. I'm Sean House.
Christian House.
See you later.